period. Well, great. Here's a video.
Brendan, how are things?
Things are well, Morgan, yourself?
You know, not so bad, Brendan. Brendan, you have another addition to the family.
I do.
Well, worth to you.
Thank you very much.
What is it, Brendan, first of all?
It's Kiva.
Right, okay.
It's a Kiva multi-tool or tool carrier, and there was many of these in many countries. Like the Ransom had the little Ransom scrawler.
Yes.
And they'd plough and harrow and all that type of stuff. And Alice Charmer had a bigger version of a tool carrier. David Brown made a two-cylinder tool carrier. But this is a Kiva, K-I-V-A, built in France after the war. And as you can see, there's a little plough. There's the mowing machine. And they were made primitive and cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So that, like, I mean, France would have got, would be in poverty enough after the war. And
yes.
to be able to afford things was important, you know. You can see there, for example, now the little old, like the old-fashioned machine, the greasers.
Oh, it's the cups.
The cups.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You see, that's a nice little item in itself. Now, the gears are primitive enough. You have a clutch right there.
Yeah.
And it's an open clutch. And you have your clutch pedal right there. You can see where the clutch is moving in and out. And you have your gear stick right here.
Yeah.
She's in neutral now, where it is, if we can focus on there. And by taking it to one side or the other, you're in gear, and in the middle is neutral.
We've only two gears.
You have two gears, but you have high and low.
Oh, right, okay.
Up out of here and bring it down there, you're in a fast speed.
And have you reverse?
You have reverse.
Yeah, okay.
You have, well, you've only basically the two gears, forward,
yeah,
reverse,
and high and low. Oh, right, okay.
So, yeah. And it's a Bernard engine.
Bernard, okay.
Bernard engine. Now, this would have been, when we got it, the mag was gone in it.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get it repaired. We might try and get it repaired in the future. But as for a little thing of keeping this going, a friend of mine that knew what he was doing, we put a coil on it and we put a little battery on it which will replace the... So if we want to have a little to it starting...
Do if you can, Brendan.
Now all we have to do is connect the battery. Like so. And turn on the fuel. Like so. And we have our choke, which is in here. We have our handle here. With a small little bit of throttle, which is there. And hopefully she'll oblige.
Great job, Arthur. And what year did you say it was? Around 1949?
Yeah, should be in the 40s. Yeah. And you can see as well, you have a little pulley.
Oh, yeah.
You want to drive some small machine. You don't see there now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, she's after letting us down for some reason.
That's alright too.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, this might be getting better than no Morgan.
Yeah.
That wire stay on. He didn't. No.
Right.
Had a little lever here. I find it easier
Yes.
to keep one up so that I shouldn't get in and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I put it in, oh, there's another thing I want to show you.
What?
She has her own dynamo.
Oh yeah.
Here, look.
That's fair going.
Yes.
She's a nature, Brendan.
She is.
I will say, I presume they were obviously never sold in Ireland.
I suppose they weren't. You've said anything in Ireland, you need an agent for it.
Yeah.
And I suppose no agent went after it or whatever, or maybe there was plenty other things coming in. Most of the things were small, like that came in from Britain.
They did, yeah.
You know, you had small, there's various types out there that aren't coming to mind at the moment.
And as we can see there, it's easy. It's actually fierce easy to start.
It is, yeah, but the Bernard engine is that. The Bernard engine was always a good engine. They were a utility engine.
All right, okay. And how many horsepower would it be?
I'm not too sure, but I suppose it is 6 or 7 maybe, is it? I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it must be a nice powerful little engine to say she ploughed it.
Yeah, and of course there's a reversible plough.
It is, there's a second board that would be on the left hand side.
Yes.
This one is on the right, the other one would be on the left, but I find it way more convenient to walk in and stop with one off.
Yeah.
So,
And you have it with long, Brendan?
I suppose I have it a couple of years.
Yeah.
I always have to go out and I see things, and when I would travels and National
But
Man
sure,
will
look,
sell that, and
yeah.
if he says no, well it's no.
Well and good, and that's it.
If he said I'd consider it, then I'd consider it. I just like, you know. But like I often said, no disrespect to our own, what we have here and what our ancestors had in the whole. That was when you go to shows and stuff like that, you see 135s and 35s and David Brown 80s, and that's what was used here.
Yeah.
But you go to a show and things like that, and they're all parked up, and everybody said, well, should we know what that is? We've seen them before.
Yeah.
And what I try and do is just bring something different.
Bring something different
And
to the table.
just kind of a little idea how the other lad lived in the other country.
Yeah.
And what they were doing back when we were doing what we were doing and so on, you know. So it's
not saying he was right or we were wrong,
but
that's the way that's the way the other side lived.
After the war, as I said, most of the stuff that came in here came in from Britain.
It did, yeah.
You had Massey Ferguson made in England, you had David Brown made in England, you had your Ford made in England, and they came in here, and the Ferguson, of course, the 20 diesel and all the petrol TVO and all those, anything other than that was very scarce.
Yeah.
And of course, like I say, dealers
have
to have a dealer to sell an item.
Yeah.
And you know, these as well would be probably a dry ground.
Yes, correct. Yes,
little fella, even though they have the grip tires and everything like that, but you know, they'd be a dry ground. But it's an unusual little fella, and he's primitive. And
what do you call it? A Kiva.
A Kiva.
Yeah.
A Kiva. Yeah.
And what happened, Kiva? You don't know. Did someone take it over? Or?
I think they went making lawnmowers.
All right. Okay.
I think they're making lawnmowers today.
Oh, still to this day?
I think so.
Right,
I'm not going to say definitely yes, but I'd nearly consult Mr. Google on that, and I think Kiva might be making lawnmowers to this day.
Brilliant. Yeah. And you have no idea numbers.
Of these,
yeah.
I've no idea.
No.
I've no idea.
But they would be made in thousands, yeah.
They wouldn't be over popular.
Yeah.
The French made a lot of tractors as well.
Oh, did they?
Oh God, they did.
Yeah.
Oh God, they did. The French made a lot of tractors of their own. Several names out there, and see, they even made hot bulbs.
Oh, they did?
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Of course, the French are gone by your Ford below in the shed with the French Motor 2 engine. The French didn't want...
Oh no, the French had something back in the day where they didn't want manufacturing in the country unless there was some part of their own.
Part of the tractor. Yeah, but isn't that why Ferguson ended up building the factory in Beauvais?
That's it.
For that kind of exact reason. Yeah. Brendan, thank you for showing us your tractor.
You're welcome. You're welcome. More than welcome. No problem. I'm delighted to be able to show it off, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If you live inside your own shed and you keep looking at it yourself, didn't the whole pile of good?
No, and well worth you.
Thank you.
And thank you again, Brendan.
You're welcome.
Period. Well, great. Here's a video.